All right, welcome back, Focus Learners. Let's just dive right into today's explainer, because we are tackling something that gives, well, pretty much everyone anxiety. Get this, a staggering 95% of job interviews feature one specific, absolutely terrifying trap. Yep, 95%. The vast majority of us are going to face this exact moment. And honestly, the data shows that most candidates totally bomb it. But hey, that's why we're here today. We are going to completely diffuse this trap. We're going to look at the exact psychology and the exact structure you need to turn your biggest mistakes into pure merit.
And there's the trap. Tell me about a time you failed. Okay, just hearing those words kind of makes your stomach drop, right? It literally drops you right into the interview hot seat. It feels like a total trick. I mean, why on earth would you sit across from a potential employer and voluntarily list off all your flaws and missteps? It goes against literally every instinct we have when we're trying to impress someone. But, as we'll see in the source material we're breaking down today, this question isn't just nearly unavoidable, it is actually a massive opportunity disguised as a threat.
Now listen closely, because this is what you absolutely must never do. If you are even slightly tempted to say, well, to be honest, I've never really failed because I'm a perfectionist and I'm really good at my job. Whoa, stop right there. Erase that from your memory immediately. Our sources make it crystal clear. This is a massive, glowing red flag. It's the most common, terrible cliché out there. If you drop this line, you are essentially guaranteeing you won't get the offer. Why? Because it shows a complete lack of self-awareness. And, let's be real, a lack of honesty, too.
So, if we can't pretend to be perfect, what exactly do we share? Well, think of it like a spectrum. On one end, you have a total disaster, and on the other, a fixable error. The catch here is that you should never, ever pick a mistake that was a total, irredeemable catastrophe for your last boss. That's just bad marketing. You definitely do not want to bring up the time you, say, accidentally deleted the entire company database. No way. Instead, the sweet spot, the ideal scenario to share, is a fixable error. We really need to set this psychological baseline. You want a failure that was absolutely real, but entirely manageable.
And that brings us to what the hiring manager is actually hunting for. It's a concept called the ownership principle. Basically, it's the discipline to take full responsibility for mistakes and actively solve them, rather than just projecting this fake image of perfection. Hiring managers, they don't want a flawless robot. They know mistakes happen. It's the real, messy business world. What they're looking for is someone who embodies this principle. Someone with the maturity to stand up, say, hey, I messed up, and then immediately roll up their sleeves and get to work fixing it.
But wait, before we even get into what to say, we need to talk about how to actually behave in that hot seat. Rule number 1, pause before you speak. The sources highlight this as a foundational trick for brilliant communication. When they inevitably drop the failure question on you, do not rush your answer. Take a deliberate, deep second. Why does this matter so much? Because taking that single breath shows you have complete control of the conversation. It projects instant authority, it signals to the interviewer that you're thoughtful, confident, and utterly unfazed by the pressure.
Okay, let's dive right into the core framework. Section 1, the 3-step fix.
This right here is the definitive bulletproof structure, designed to turn a past failure into the exact reason a company should hire you. It breaks down into 3 simple, highly actionable steps. Step 1, identify the root cause and own it. Step 2, implement a quick solution. And Step 3, put preventative measures in place. It's an incredibly powerful formula. And why does it work so well? Because this exact structure proves you're a proactive problem solver. You aren't just complaining about a failure, you're showing them your exact process for overcoming obstacles. And that perfectly demonstrates your ability to deliver a strong return on your salary.
Now, let's move into some practical application with Section 2, the perfect answer script.
The source material from AnswerLab provides us with a literal top-scoring response that you can absolutely tailor to your own experience. Here's Step 1 in action. The candidate says, I once failed to meet a deadline because I struggled to say no. I took full ownership and met privately with my manager to inform them. Just look at how honest and effective this is. The candidate admits to overcommitting their schedule, which is a super relatable, completely fixable error. They identify the root cause, they own the problem immediately, and they transparently inform management to figure out how to move forward. There's no hiding here. It's just pure ownership.
Next, the script transitions smoothly right into Step 2. I then implemented a quick solution by prioritizing the task and working additional hours. Now, the absolutely crucial point here is that they didn't just dump the problem on their manager's desk and walk away. They brought an immediate fix to the table.
By working those extra hours to prioritize the task, they made sure the project was completed to the required standard. Boom, they solved the immediate crisis right then and there.
And this brilliantly illustrates the final and frankly the most crucial piece of the puzzle. Step 3. To prevent this, I read the book Extreme Ownership. I now use a robust project management system to assess my capacity before saying yes. Guys, this is where you absolutely win the interview. The candidate proves their ongoing self-development. They establish a long-term preventative measure so this specific failure literally never happens again. It shows incredible self-discipline and an absolute commitment to delivering really high-quality work in the future.
Which brings us to the ultimate payoff in Section 3, turning mistakes into merit.
When you use this specific structured response, you are fundamentally altering how the hiring manager sees you. You've taken a question that's literally designed to expose your weaknesses, and you've engineered it to showcase your absolute best professional strengths. Just look at the high-value traits this single answer proves you possess. By walking through those 3 steps, you prove to the interviewer that you are disciplined, collaborative, and commercially aware. You show that you can handle a conflict or failure with total honesty. And most importantly, you prove that you're entirely focused on excelling in your work for the company's overall success. Seriously, owning a fixable mistake makes you infinitely more valuable than pretending you've never made one. So, as we wrap up today's explainer, I want to leave you with a challenge, one directly inspired by what we've learned from our sources today. Take the framework we just covered, look back at your own professional history, and find that fixable error. You are now fully equipped to conquer the toughest question in your next high-stakes interview. So, the ball's in your court. How will you reframe your biggest failure into your strongest professional asset?